How do I shut off from business? Who motivates me? Where do I look for technology news? And what does my typical day look like? That is what we're talking about now. Hey guys, it's Brandon from Sold With Video, and today we have another Q&A video. This one's coming from Laura Fitzgerald. You can follow all of her stuff in the description below, but her question or questions basically are, how do you shut off? Building a business is tough, especially in the first few years. I find it really hard to just relax once while my brain is always on. How do you achieve balance in the beginning? Number 2, who inspires you and who motivates you? Number 3, where do you look for technology news? And number 4, what is your typical day like? Weird questions, huh? No, not weird. There's a lot of them, so I'm actually gonna keep the laptop open for this one and go through all of these. So how do I shut off? Well, here's the deal. My business and what I do really is my passion. And I love creation and I'm always thinking about marketing and selling and launching and like these cool video ideas that I can do and like what can inspire people. And like I actually think about that and I actually enjoy it. And I love that about my business because like I'm excited for Mondays. And I was just thinking about this the other day. Like when was the last time that I sat down and was dreading that I had to go to work the next day? Like I remember working in a job and my Sundays were always ruined about halfway through because I knew I had to go to work the next day and I didn't want to. And I just like realized the other day that I haven't had that feeling in years. You're right though, Laura, like it is very difficult to shut your brain off from that. And when especially when you're spending time with your family and your friends. And to be honest with you, I have not mastered this. I don't know how to shut completely off other than finding and doing things that I am still very passionate about outside of my business. And what I realize and notice is that when I do that, I actually get so involved in them that I don't think about anything but them. Like if I'm going mountain biking and I'm like flying down a hill, I'm not thinking about my business. But what it does allow me to do is even when I'm climbing or going for a long ride, I can start generating cool ideas when I'm doing it. And it's just like, I just honestly think that when you're passionate about something, you're not always going to be shut off from it. If there's a way to shut off, I don't really know other than meditating and just being present and involved in whatever you're doing. And so if you're sitting there and you're having a conversation or you can't turn your brain off, be aware of it. Okay, I'm not in the moment, and then be in the moment. And when it comes back again, just readjust. And over time, that behavior will start to become part of the process. Number 2, who inspires me and motivates me? This is a great question. When it's in the business field, a lot of the people that I work with inspire me and motivate me, which is why I work with them. So people like James Wedmore, who's a business partner and has been a great mentor for me. Jim Fortin, who is my sales and persuasion coach and one of my best friends. Sunny Lenarduzzi is another one. Like I'm just so inspired by the way she's been able to build a following so quickly with YouTube and her content. And then outside of the business world, people like Tony Robbins, people that are like making a change in this world, really do inspire and motivate me. But it's actually more than an actual person. So I know you said who, but content actually really inspires and motivates me. Like if I'm feeling down or I know I am having doubts in myself, I actually will turn on like a motivational video or a motivational song. Like music really gets me going and inspires me and motivates me. Like I have my vision up here, but sometimes I need that push to go forward, and like music and inspirational videos and like really cool, powerful content just really moves me in a really good way. And so outside of this in general, like what really motivates me to keep moving forward even through failures is my family, like my wife, my kids, wanting to give them a better life, wanting to give them what they want. Like that really motivates me a lot. Where do I look for technology news? Honestly, it's Facebook. I don't really research a lot of news sites. I don't really look in there. I just go on Facebook and usually like the top headlines are going to be posted out there. And the last and final question, which was, what does my normal day look like? My normal day is me waking up, at least that's what it is right now. It's always kind of changing, but I wake up between 6 and 7 every single day. I actually watch a movie in the morning with my son, and my wife is still sleeping, and I usually have coffee and breakfast on the couch with him. And after that, she wakes up, she takes him, I go to work. I'll typically work for a few hours, and then I try to take a break in the middle of the day to go run or exercise, 1 to 3, somewhere in there. And then I'm usually done with work between 4 or 5, and then I spend the rest of the night with them doing whatever I want. I really am not a big proponent of like having very set schedules, and I'm also a very big proponent of not sticking to self-based deadlines. And this has been something I've developed over 2016, where my life was basically working from morning to night because I always felt like I had to keep grinding. I always had to keep pushing forward. And so what I realized is that one of the reasons why I felt like I always had to be working and always had to be hustling was because, one, that's what everyone is talking about, but two, I felt like my business would die if I didn't do that. And I quickly realized that the only reason why I felt like I had to keep working was because I would put deadlines on myself of having to get things done, which didn't actually have to get done by the deadline. Now, of course, we have clients and things like that, and we do have certain deadlines that should be hit, but really look at why you're working so much and what you're spending a lot of your time on, and ask yourself, is this a self-based deadline that I put on myself that doesn't really need to be done today? And what you realize is you actually start working and adding a lot more stress in your life because you're putting these deadlines on yourself that you feel like you need to hit, and it's just unnecessary stress. And like, we started a business to go have fun. And would I rather push a self-based deadline 1 or 2 days to give myself more happiness and freedom and like enjoying my other passions? Of course I would. It really gets me to look at things where I can bring other people in as well. So Laura, hopefully this helps answer your questions. And so if you, the viewer, if you watching this video right now want to watch my webinar, automated webinar on how to use YouTube to grow your business, how to rank videos, get more views, more subscribers, more leads on an ongoing automated basis, go register for that webinar right now. We also have a webinar showing you how to use Facebook video ads to get 9 times your investment, set up automated processes, grow a following, get views for a penny, and leads under $1. So if you want to watch that webinar, that's underneath as well. Both of them are completely free. Both workshops are going on right now. So go register for them. And this is Brandon from Sold With Video signing out. I'll see you on the next one. Bam.